Welcome to Leadership Energetics. Today's video is going to be about building your authority. Okay, so a leader needs to have authority. And that means having a strong presence. And presence is highly linked to how strong can you feel your emotions and stay in center and stay in your balance. Is your attention all over the place, or is it here? Do you have silent power where your aura speaks and your energy speaks before you speak? Or do you have forceful power that it's through brute and break some omelets or bulldozing emotions, which is short-term beneficial but not long-term? And when you realize that the most powerful strength comes from authentic soul strength, gentle inner power, and how that is where you really make permanent shifts in people's lives, that is when the world will open up to you. Because leadership, the thing about leadership is it's all about authority, because it's your ability to officially be the one that tells people what to do. Really, I think if I look the meaning up of authority, I think it's the official power to dictate how things go, or something like that, along those lines. But nobody gives you that. Nobody can grant you authority. Even if somebody grants you a title of authority, ultimately you're still going to have to build that authority, which comes back to your presence. I've just gone through a big change where I just moved homes, and I've also been healing from a breakup and a heartbreak. I'm finally feeling better. I'm on the other side, and I feel like fresher energy is coming in. But I've been healing non-stop. I know for a fact that my magnetism, my presence, my authority depends on my emotional regulation. So if I didn't use the gift of this opportunity of transmuting and healing and becoming a new version of myself that is stronger, a glow up as they call it, or a comeback, by allowing myself to just sit with the emotions and realize that this is my ability to respond with what is happening in my life. I cannot control what's happening with circumstances. Even though it's a choice, it's still the emotions that come up and the way that I feel and the things I need to work through. Those are things I need to respond to. And by actually choosing to heal and choosing to emotionally be present and building intelligence about the emotions that are arising, I'm quite literally transforming into a new version of myself and simultaneously building magnetism, authority, and confidence. And learning the patterns and the lessons, which allows me to step into a higher frequency and a higher vibration to attract more joyful experiences. Now, anything that you go through in life that creates emotions in your being, it is your responsibility as a leader to process it. Because by processing it, you are not bulldozing. And the bulldozing method, like I said, is a short-term method. It doesn't work long-term. Because when you bulldoze emotions through distraction, escapism, or through just pretending that they don't bother you as much as they do, what you're doing is you're silencing and suppressing information. And knowledge is power. But this information isn't just normal information. It's subconscious information that is potent about who you are and what you need in your life. Therefore, when you suppress that, you're actually suppressing the guidance that you need to step into the next chapter, to handle the next challenges. Because we live in a divine world. So leadership isn't this random thing. Everything that comes to you when you're in this role, in this position of leadership, is actually divine. There is a pattern to it. There is a level of cause and effect. Expectations, assumptions, all of these things, your thoughts, your energy, will determine the experiences you experience. So leadership is the thing that will open doors for you. Because leadership is going to allow you for your spirit to rise, right? You're here because you want to feel more empowered. You want to step into your authenticity. And you want more clarity. And you want to feel a sense of deep confidence in who you are. Freedom. That's another value. I've got the values up there. Freedom, freedom, freedom. I didn't realize how important this was for me until this season of my life. Freedom is the most important thing. from me, from my spirit. And once you allow your spirit to rise by modeling these leadership tools that I teach you on these episodes, you will start to realize how important freedom truly is. So, freedom is a thing that allows you to feel like you're living life for yourself. Like, do you live life for you, or do you live life for other people? And that's the big, big question I want you to ask yourself. Because when you live life for yourself, you're no longer needing other people's approvals. You're not hooked into what their reaction to you is and their expectations. You are able to freely choose whether to hook onto it or not. And that's powerful. And that's power. But empowerment. Why do I think that today's topic is all about empowerment? Because when you allow yourself to realize you don't need to do all of these things to feel powerful, you already are powerful. I think empowerment is the letting go of needing to do all these actions in order to feel powerful and realizing you already are. It's about like that, not needing to do so much to feel empowered. It's the empowerment is innately remembering that you already are in power. So it's about like reframing perspectives and coming back home to the truth that you are powerful. And you're a natural born leader. You would not be here. My intention is only natural born leaders are able to reach this channel. You would not be here if you weren't one, right? You are one. You are a natural born leader. And so you are doing big changes, big transformations. Everywhere you walk, bear in mind, if you're a natural born leader, you're going to affect people in such a deep way. And I mean, so deep, where like everything you do is going to influence them in a subconscious and in a conscious level. And if you aren't a leader, you are still going to influence people, because we're constantly impacting and influencing one another with our choices. Like to the point where, like, think of a web, a network, a web, like how every line, if you like fling like a spider web, it all vibrates. It's exactly like that. We are all interconnected consciously. And so as you shift something inside, you're constantly like a message, like a radio station sending waves of like vibrations which encoded with information, which is experienced through energy, emotion, and intuition from other people. And so then when you start to become conscious that every single choice that you make, every thought, every decision is creating ripples into the field, into the web of interconnectedness consciousness. And the web is it's one web. It's just a web. So it's just one consciousness. But there's different parts of the web, and that's the different fractals of that one consciousness. But the truth is, it's just one love. And when you come from that place of hearted consciousness and one love, one consciousness, understanding, now you are empowered, but you're also naturally divinely empowering all those that you meet and becoming a healing influence that creates such a positive effect everywhere you go, where you're in a positive upward spiral. Like, hear me out. When you are actually understanding that everything that you do is creating ripples, like domino effects in the world, you realize that to change the world, you do not change other people. To lead other people, you do not lead other people. You lead your own energy, you lead yourself. And just like the seed of life, and just like the web analogy, everything around you will construct to match that frequency you are holding. This is powerful, this is powerful, this is powerful. And also the last thing I want to close this on for you to like chew on and really think on, because this is really important. When you are having an interaction with someone, it's an energy exchange, and you're either buying into the information or not. And it's always constantly about in exchange. You're constantly communicating and sharing messages with one another, and there's no end to it. There's no winning in this game. It's an infinite game, right? Like there's no really point of constantly being in this rigid feeling of like I need to win, because there is no end to it. It is infinite. So when you understand that this is an infinite game we're in, you start to make choices that aren't just about winning short term or winning over someone. You start to make choices about winning for the collective, for humanity, because you realize we are in an infinite game. So I think in every interaction, if you buy into something, you believe what they're saying, now it becomes something that can influence your manifestations. But if you don't buy into it and you just stay observant and neutral, you are now simply able to, with choice, choose whether you want to create that in your reality with your light, which is your awareness, which is your thoughts, or not, because we're constantly manifesting a reality. And as a leader, you are constantly in co-creating it with the people you're leading. So you have to lead yourself in what you will buy into, and also lead others to stay in a high frequency to keep them uplifted and rising in consciousness, so that you can continue to create a collective environment that continues to go in an upward spiral. Positivity, harmony, and upliftment. This video is phenomenal. I am so freaking like in love with this video. It's so amazing. Comment it, because I want to hear what your thoughts are, and I want to, if you have like specific videos you want me to do, like tell me in the comments, because I want to connect with you. And also with like the video, and I'll respond to your comments in my own timing. And make sure to subscribe, because then you can keep watching. I do post really consistent, and probably going to be more consistent given the fact that I have just healed from my heartbreak. My energy is coming back up. I'm feeling healthier. I'm feeling more positive. So I will be excited to upload. Like, you don't understand, like on a personal note, how excited I've been in the past few days to just upload this video. I've been working, like I've been just in the back of my mind, it's like I just want to film a YouTube video for you. But then I just had so many things I had to process emotionally, where I was like, I just want to do it in the right time, and this is the right time. So I will speak to you very soon.